Nice hustle, Fox. Good job. You just destroyed my favorite clothing store. Prepare to die. Hey, come on, you spent all semester building that up. Don't waste it here.
Alrighty, now that I've got some drink and music.
Well, that's great. Oh man, run!
Let's
Nora,
do some
distracted.
offhand crap. Let's see how much
None
of
of this
what
is
I'm
working.
going to need.
I have a plan.
6.
Cover me! We gotta move. When?
6, 9.
Hira! Done!
So just a which is going to be carpet.
Nora, nailed it! Heads up!
And pliers. That's going to be good stuff. 14 luminous fibers. Holy crap. My wallet's about to hurt. Oh, there goes another 650k.
Of course you would come up with this idea.
Think you can make the shot?
Can I?
Of course I can.
I have no idea if anyone's even watching this video, but yeah.
Wow.
Well, I guess I can do a breakdown as to how I do my craft. Just ignore all the crap I just gathered. Mastercraft demonstrator. Real question is, do I pay 40k for Mastercraft demo material? Or do I want to gamble for decent? I'm lazy. Alright, we're gonna see what we can get out of what I have currently for mats. That should still fit within my timeline. So first off, I use a total of 6 macros and 1 ability. When I'm crafting level 60 3-star gear or materials, I basically have to go through my phase 1 macro. Will do the starting for my quality, or sorry, for progress. Basically it breaks down to 1 and 1 is progress, and after that, if I need additional flawless syntheses, then I use them. That'll be the majority of your progress for it. Sorry if I pause for a minute, because I'm actually hearing myself talk on my second TV. So 1 and 1 will get me to pretty much all the way except for 2 careful syntheses away from being complete, which is where I want to be. And then 2 and 2 are going to be the first quality phase, with 3 being the second quality phase, and then my finisher. So, the way this breaks down is for Ironworks gear or high mithrite tools, you basically are shooting for 1412 progress on your first two macros in your first phase. The reason why you're shooting for this is it'll put you 2 careful synthesis away from being 1 step away from completing, which is where you want to be. So it's going to go Maker's Mark, which allows you to use flawless synthesis for so many turns for free. Then it's going to go Comfort Zone. Comfort Zone uses up 66 CP, but it gets you a total of 80 because it goes for 10 steps. You want to use Steady Hand 1 for the first phase. The reason being is you're only doing piece by piece and flawless synthesis, so you don't need Steady Hand 2. It's also a waste of CP at that point. I did include in my macro, just to kind of keep a easy preview of how much progress I need for the different star ratings. And as you can see, a 3-star material or like just a normal 3-star item in general is 1309, but anything that's like high mithrite or ironworkers gear is going to be 1412 because you have to reach that point for it. It's just a difference in the overall total progress. And yes, this can even do 4-star. The reason why this is able to do 4-star, 3-star, 2-star, and 1-star is piece by piece. It scales based on percentage. So piece by piece does 33% completion of your progress. Now that means 33% and then 33% of what's remaining. So it's not going to be 3 piece by pieces would complete it. It's going to be... you would never be able to complete a synthesis with piece by piece in essence. For quality phase, it's going to be Comfort Zone. Now, you have to meet your minimum progress mark before you can do quality phase. If you don't, you're going to have to swap out your very last Hasty Touch for a careful synthesis. That's why I've actually included my very last Hasty Touch into my 2 careful synthesis macro. That way, if I need to, I can just do 3 careful syntheses by just pressing the button 3 times. So your max inner quiet stacks from this is going to be 5. That's your max potential right here. Your overall max potential is, I believe, 10, 11. 11 is the maximum amount you can get. since inner quiet starts at 1 and you've got 10 careful or hasty touches, you have a potential to reach 11 stacks of inner quiet. Now, likeliness of you actually getting that is fairly low. You want to try to hit a minimum of 8 inner quiet stacks, but preferably 9 or higher. With 9 or higher and roughly 13 to 15% for Ironworkers gear or high mithrite tools, you should be able to reach the max amount of progress or quality, which is 100% obviously, if you use this finisher. With this finisher, it's Greater Strides, Innovation, and Fire God's Blessing. The only reason you can reach that 100% is because of this triple combo. The key to this actual finisher is that you actually reach enough inner quiet stacks for it to complete the actual synth in quality. Now, if you don't have at least enough quality or enough inner quiet stacks, I also have Reclaim as an ability. Ah, crap, I just undid that entirely. Luckily, I have most of it on a different macro. Just to make sure I have Greater Strides in there correct. Looks right to me. But we'll just copy this just to be safe. But we are going to make it match the rest of the macro here. Alright, here we go. I am going to give an example of how this works out. I'm using a spirit bonding manual to kind of boost my spirit bond right now. My gear is still fairly new overall. Not that spirit bonding has anything to do with anything anymore, it's just less wear on the gear once you finally get it. So let's do the offhand gathering tools first. So let's start with the scythe. Now, since I'm using some high quality materials, it'll make things a lot simpler. I would say that's bare minimum amount of quality you want to shoot for. I would say this is a lot more ideal. So that's what we're going to do. So start off with 6 for my macros. That's a Maker's Mark, Comfort Zone, Steady Hand, and then a shit ton of Flawless Synthesis. Now, for my second macro, what I did is I basically programmed the minimum requirement for Flawless Synthesis to reach what I need it to for a normal material. So it's not set up for Ironworks gear. It's actually one shy of it. And see how it says that's the end of the synth. So now I hit 8 for one more flawless synthesis. And I get 1412. So, progress phase done. Let's move on to quality phase. Number 1. Alright, we are done with the first quality phase. We got all 5 stacks of inner quiet. We're going to move on to the finisher for that first phase, which is also going to get me 1 step away for progress. And all it did was 1 additional hasty touch, which we did get a good on, and then 2 careful synthesis. See how little space I have in between the end of my progress bar? That's definitely 1 careful synthesis away. Alright, and now we're going to do a final quality phase. We're already at 14%. We're at 6 stacks of inner quiet. We're fairly close to an ideal area of what we want to be at. So we got 9 stacks of inner quiet and 21%. So we're going to go ahead and roll with the finisher instead of reclaiming. Reclaiming is only an option if you grab that as a cross-class skill. So just keep that in mind. I don't use Tricks of the Trade or Precise Touch at any point in this, but I am fairly consistent about getting 100% quality. So, we already did Botanist offhand, got high quality out of that. Now let's do the Miner offhand. So what this is based off of is Wrath's rotation. It is pretty much the standard for crafting at this point of this end game. Now, I've already seen 1 failed flawless synthesis, so I know I'm going to have to do a 2 or 3, it looks like. Now, at the end of everything, you have 4 last chances to use flawless synthesis. I managed to barely make the progress I needed, so that's awesome. That means I don't have to substitute a hasty touch for a careful synth. Yet again, we got 6 inner quiet stacks. That actually is less common for me usually. Now we're going to roll into the last quality phase before the finisher. We got 11 inner quiet stacks and 82%. So, I mean, if that just tells you how reliable this can be if you know what you're doing. Obviously, my finisher is going to get me to 100%, so I not even at all concerned about that. So the goal overall is to try and craft as much of my offhand tools with one seafood stew as I can. Now, I'm just using normal quality seafood stew. I'm not using high quality, nothing spectacular. Most of the high quality materials I have, I make. So like the high mithrite ingots, the Acon cloth, Acon leather. I make all that by myself. And then I don't get rid of anything. I use even the normal quality ones. I just try to sub the normal quality in when I have more high quality of something else. I do try to always use high quality luminous fibers though, because it usually is the bare minimum for what I need for quality. I would say with with whatever amount of high quality luminous fibers that is required for the synth, plus 1 or 2 high quality items as well, you can pretty much high quality this as long as you hit enough hasty touches. So we're 10 and 31. 10 inner quiet stacks, 31%. That meets my minimum requirements, so we're going to go ahead and use the finisher. And boom, 100%. I might as well not even try on this one, jeez. Almost all my stuff is high quality for these pliers, because I don't really have any low quality mats. So in instances like this, where I just have a ton of high quality mats, my only goal is to get enough inner quiet stacks to actually meet my goal. So I had at least one failed flawless synth in there. So we'll hit that twice. There we go. Now, I will let you know that I am specialized in blacksmith, weaver, and leatherworker. All the things required for majority of ironworks gear, or something along those lines. Now, I'm not saying that it's required to actually craft everything in Ironworks gear, because specializing really just gives you a small stat boost. The abilities are worthless. I don't think I've seen one crafter actually use specialist crafting abilities. I'm probably going to hit 100% before I even have to finish this. I am at 88% and 11 stacks of Inner Quiet. Like, this is the absolute best result that you could hope for. Now, personally, I think that if you can legitimately craft high-quality gear, it's worth it to craft it yourself than it is to buy it. Because more than likely, you're going to save a lot of money. Like, in all honesty, the only thing I really spent a lot of money on was the luminous fibers and, I don't know, the Fieldcraft Demi material, which there's a real easy way to get that for free if you want. Sorry, not Fieldcraft Demi material, but the Mastercraft Demi material is what I meant. Now, I don't make the Acon iron ingots or the gold ingots. And I don't make luminous fibers because it's not cost effective on my server. But high mithrite ingots, Acon leather, Acon cloth, definitely worth it. Wow, we got 98 and 11 stacks of Inner Quiet. Again, insane how well we got this. Obviously, I'm not going to leave it at 98, but... Alright, so for the next one, I'm going to need a shift to Carpenter. This is something I am not specialized in, so there's no, like, cheat going on here. I need to quickly grab one more treated camphor lumber and a couple of ingots real quick. We're going to do normal quality there. Apparently I'm going to do high quality there because there's nothing else. I think I can sacrifice and get a normal quality there. So my choices are to either get a high quality for the same price as two normal qualities. Let's go with the normal qualities, because I'd rather have more than less. In this instance, anyways. So this is pretty much the bare minimum of the amount of quality I want to start with. Honestly, because I haven't done anything on my carpenter yet, I'm gonna double check to make sure I have all the abilities I need before I start. Yep, it looks like I have everything. And this is all the abilities you'll need, which is Maker's Mark, Hasty Touch. You can get Reclaim, it's optional. Steady Hand 2 is required. Careful Synthesis 2 is required. Waste Not 2 is required. Innovation is optional, but for my macro, you're going to need Innovation for your finisher. Comfort Zone is required. Flawless Synth is required, and Piece by Piece is required. So that's going to be a total of 6 offhand tools for maybe a mil in mats that I actually spent. So, you know, when people tell you it's not cost effective, depending on your server, it may not be, but as far as I'm concerned, it is. See, that was more normal with my inner quiet stacks for what I get. You know, 3 or 4 inner quiet stacks before getting to the primary quality phase, which is this phase right here. Alright, and we got to 19 and 10. That meets my minimum requirements. What those actually are kind of vary. I kind of feel it out in that regard. Typically I'm shooting for 9 or 10 inner quiet stacks for a minimum, and roughly 15 to 20%. But there we go. All high quality, all made by yourself, you know? Yeah. At some point I'll probably post up my macros. Really all it is just Rath's rotation put into a macro format, so that way you can easily adjust as needed. Like in the instance of needing more flawless synthesis, or if you need to do a careful synthesis. It's mainly for progress. Quality, basically once you reach the finisher, you have one of 2 options. Try to reclaim, which is a 90% chance to recover all materials. So, and you basically have to force fail the synth. You don't want to complete it, so you got to push through the quality to finish off the durability. Because quitting it won't do it either. You'll lose all the mats if you quit. Or your other option is to fully complete it, obviously. Anyways, so that's my crafting for level 60 ironworkers and high mithrite gear. I have other crafting macros I'll probably go over another time. Looks like my buddy was wanting me to craft ironworkers gear for his buddy. Logged off. And I'm not seeing any information from him. Empty out my inventory a little here. I'll tell you right now, I don't like RNG. That wasn't too bad for not really trying. Wow, that's considerably increased. Over 100, almost 100 more perception just off of that. Let's give that a shot now. I think I know you're bored, but you don't have to lick your dick so much. Even with the increased perception, it didn't seem to change my overall collectability, it looks like. Let's see if it changes just methodical appraisal itself. Yeah, it's not really good enough. Also not enough. Oh wow. Don't even have it equipped. That might help, huh? Thought I updated the gear set to reflect that. Apparently I did not.